Very good morning to one and all present over here. This is Sabarwal from Tirthankar Mahavir University. Today I am going to organize a small lecture on elasticity of demand. Basically, in this lecture we will study that what is demand, what is elasticity of demand, and how many types of elasticity of demand or formulas are there, how it is calculated, and what is their impact on demand. Let us start. Elasticity of demand. Actually, what is elasticity of demand? Elasticity of demand is defined as the responsiveness of the quantity demand of the good to the change in the price, income, and price related to the goods. Change in income and change in price is known as elasticity of demand. How much the change in income is taking place and how much the change in price of the goods is taking place is known as elasticity of demand. We calculate with two methods. Number first is percentage method. The percentage method is percentage change in quantity demand upon percentage change in price. How we will find out percentage change in quantity demand? Q1 minus Q upon Q multiplied by 100. Through this, we can find out the percentage change in quantity demand. And how we will find out the percentage change in price? P1 minus P upon P multiplied by 100. What is P1? The next price, for example, the price has been increased. It is P1. The price which is at the time of the starting, it is P. So, it is a difference between P and P1. And now that main formula to find out the elasticity of demand by the percentage method. And the next method is proportionate method, delta P upon P, delta Q upon delta P into P upon Q. Through this, we can also find out the elasticity of demand. How we will find out delta P? Delta P means change in price. Delta Q means change in quantity. Q1 minus Q is the formula of delta Q. P1 minus P is the formula of delta P. Now, types of elasticity of demand. Basically, there are three types of elasticity of demand: price elasticity of demand, income elasticity of demand, and cost elasticity of demand. We will discuss in the further lecture. Price elasticity of demand. Price elasticity of demand express response of quantity of demand of a commodity of change in its price. Through this, we can find out the price elasticity of demand. The percentage formula is delta Q, percentage change in demand upon percentage change in price. Delta formula is delta Q upon delta P into P upon Q. Through this, we can also find out the price elasticity of demand, where delta Q refer to the change in quantity, delta P refer to the change in price, Q refer to the original quantity, P refer to the original price. Degree of elasticity of demand. There are many types of degree of elasticity of demand. Number first is perfectly elastic demand, or we can say that ED equals to infinite, where there is no end of the demand. The demand is increasing. You know, the demand of the human being never comes to the end. It is going on continuously. For example, the demand of the sugar, it can't be ended. Every person needs a sugar in its life. The demand of salt cannot be ended. Every person wants a salt in his life. So, their demand is infinite. Some goods are there who don't have their substitute goods. So, their demand cannot be changed. Their demand is remain constituently, and it always goes on the infinite. Infinite means the things which do not have any change. So, when ED is equal to infinite, then the demand is known as perfectly elastic demand. Next is perfectly inelastic demand, where ED is equals to 0. When there is no change in the quantity and the price is always increasing. The quantity will remain same and the price is increasing. Time of response time and means you can depend on the supply of the quantity. Next is unitary elastic, where ED is equals to 1. Next is highly elastic, where is ED less than 1, where next is inelastic, where is ED less than 1. Now, income elasticity of demand, the degree of representativeness of the demand for a product to the change in the income of a consumer is known as income elasticity of demand. What is income elasticity of demand? For example, Mr. A have the income of rupees 25,000 in his daily life. He earns 25,000 per month. Sometimes what happen? His demand is of 26,000. So what he will do? He will try to change his income, or we can say that he will try to increase his income. Percentage of income elasticity of demand is percentage change in quantity demand upon percentage change in income of the consumer. If he want more desired lifestyle in the society, then he want more income. If he lives in the middle society, then he can we can say that survive in this income, and it depend on the society or depend on the place where he remains. Next, income elasticity demand more than one, it is luxury goods or superior goods. When income elasticity of demand is more than one, then it means that he is using the luxury goods, he is using the superior goods, he is using the products of the very high cost, which have the very high price in the market. Second, income elasticity less than one, unnecessary goods or necessary goods is a type of the normal goods. Income elasticity of demand means is income elasticity less than one means he is not using the so much expensive goods, he is only using the middle types of the goods. Next is income elasticity is zero, then an increase in income does not change in the quantity demand of the goods. It means that his income elasticity is zero when then and that an increase in income does not change in the quantity demand. For example, his income has been increased but his demand remain constant, it doesn't change, it doesn't decrease and doesn't increase. Income elasticity is negative, is associated with the inferior goods. If ED is less than 0, then we are going to the negative side. It means that we are using the inferior goods. Income elasticity is more than 0, positive income elasticity. It means that we have, if there is increase in income, so we are using the normal goods. Income elasticity is equal to 1, that is semi luxury goods, means they are not luxury, they are semi luxury goods which they are using, that is used in ED. Income elasticity is equals to 1. Next, cross elasticity of demand. A change in price of one article causes a change in demand of another article. Proportionate change in the purchase of the commodity, proportionate change in the price of the commodity is the formula which we use in the cross elasticity of demand. When there is little change in the income and little change in the demand of the consumer is known as cross elasticity of demand. Now we are going to end the slide, and now in this lecture we have studied that what is demand, what is elasticity of demand, and how many types of the formulas which we are using in the elasticity of demand. There is percentage formula, there is proportionate formula. Rest of the lecture we will, and the rest of the part of the slide we will continue on the next lecture. Thanks a lot.